Hello and welcome back to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as MageMech, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we had some adventures in the desert, coming back, and ironically there's a slime rain going on, so we're going to try and kill some slimes and spawn a boss. I don't think we'll be able to beat the Slime King, but you never know. If we can kill enough slimes here, which our little boss health bar there shows at the bottom, we will spawn the Slime King, of course, and that'll potentially give us a chance at a boss that we might be able to beat. Maybe, if we're lucky. I can hope anyway. Any boss defeats early on will speed us up quite monstrously. Let's see, so we've got 37? Okay, so 137 more slimes before the king slime is summoned. Let's try using out some magic here. Get rid of some of these slimes right quick. Thankfully these magic spells do pierce, which means we get taking them out real quick. We don't want to get too cocky and die, as can happen very quickly it seems in expert mode. Even if we don't manage to kill the Slime King, just being able to get as much gel as possible will be good for us. I kind of like fighting near the house there. I get some light, which is kind of beneficial. I could probably throw down a torch though, just supplement that. I'm not sure if slime rain happens during the night typically on normal. I think one of the mods might allow that to happen. I'm not positive though. The mods definitely change a lot of the events, especially later on in the game. Calamity does tons of stuff with the events. So we will see how that goes. Does that one have a bone inside of it? No, it's some rope. It's kind of hard to tell from a distance what's inside of a slime until you destroy it. Aside from that slime that just had a zombie inside of it, of course. This time around we were going to go over to the jungle and, or at least try to, and deal with some of that stuff, but because the slime rain happened, that kind of puts a damper on being able to get over there easily. So we'll probably try and deal with the slime rain first, and then go over to the jungle if we've got enough time. Otherwise we'll just do it next time. I created water and that's not great. That was a raven. Ravens are part of the Halloween, like, seasonal sort of stuff. And typically I don't think you'd see them normally if it wasn't like Halloween time, which would be like October. But I think the mods enable those events by automatically, like all the time, all year round. Which is kind of nice because we got a goodie bag, which means we might get a cool costume to wear. At least it's something. In these early few steps in Terraria, it's always about just collecting as much stuff as you can. I was just recently watching some guys who are doing some runs in the later parts of Calamity and Thorium, and they were talking about how it was a real shame that they didn't keep any of the stuff that they got early on, which I'm going to endeavor to try and keep a lot of the stuff I can use to turn into some cool trinkets later on, so we don't have to worry about farming things. But you never know how it goes, especially not in a game like Terraria. You might be spending a lot of time doing some grinding, but we do have some mods as well on top of it that'll helpfully prevent any extreme amounts of grinding. Alright, got some mana back. We'll switch back so we can deal with these guys a little bit easier with the pierce. It was very nice to get this weapon early on. Hopefully we can get a upgrade soon though, because with the things in the jungle and that first boss, I'm probably going to need something a little bit better. This bow seems to be doing alright. I do have lots of arrows. I only need a couple more arrows if I wanted to create an unlimited quiver, thanks to, I think it's Infinity. It allows me to create a lot of unlimited quivers for things that I wouldn't typically be able to. And, that one's really beneficial. Later on I'll be able to create infinite pouches for things like chlorified bullets and arrows, and even some of the higher tier ones, which will greatly speed up the farming process. I won't need to worry about having arrows all the time. Or bullets. And of chlorophyte stuff, if you didn't already know, is stuff you get much later in the game than homes, which is fantastic. You've got a gun. Taking out slimes. Let's see, 77. Okay, so we're making our way there ever so slowly. If we don't die, that is. With the slimes falling out of the sky, it's going to be real unlucky if we just have one of them fall on our head. Let's see. Yeah, I guess since we're just waiting around killing slimes, we could probably pop open this goodie bag. Rotting eggs. I think that's a throwing weapon. Does it do anything good? We'll take a look. Does an okay amount of damage. Let's see. 13 throwing damage. It's a material best used for pranking townsfolk. Okay, that's a good one. We'll have to throw it at a townsfolk and see what happens later on. Can we craft it in anything? Let's see. A infinite egg. Okay, well, I don't think we need infinite eggs anytime soon. Guess we'll throw that back up there. Not worry about it right now. Maybe I should pull out some potions for the Slime King, see if we can't potion up and try and actually defeat him. Let's see. I really hate to use potions early on, but if it can help us, that would be fantastic. I could also build a campfire. Maybe get some health regen going. Let's see. I thought I had more potions than this. I thought I had an iron skin potion. Gold gills potion. I have night owl potion. I thought I had an iron skin. I have a swiftness potion. That'll work. Later on, I'll try and create infinite versions of these, so we're not worried about using them up early. But that's another thing that'll have to wait. Let's get that going. Let's get swiftness. There we go. At the very least, we got some health to try and deal with it. I wonder if those life regen boots would actually really help us try and fight on these first bosses. Let's take a look and see how much they cost again. Oh, and we can shine our shoes while we're here. That'll speed us up. Let's see, health regen boots, 3 gold, 50 silver. It's kind of expensive, but for life regen, it'd probably be worth it. We'll get rid of our shackle for the moment. I don't think a shackle is going to be super helpful right now. Throw that in the chest, and then we'll go fight some more slimes. Alright, so as we're running, we're supposed to generate health, and we also tend to run faster, I think it is. Plus we got our shoes have been shined, which means that movement speed, acceleration, and jump height are increased, which is great for dodging. It might give us a second chance when we're fighting the king slime. Let's go deal with those slimes on the other side. If we have to, we might even be able to run to Carly and heal up. But I did just spend a lot of my gold on these health regeneration boots, so hoping they actually do some good. 41 slimes, only about a couple more, and we'll be able to fight him if we kill him in time, that is. The king slime is not the hardest boss in the world, so I'm not thinking we're going to have too many difficulties with him, but you never know. Could be a situation where he just rocks us in a couple hits, especially on expert mode. This pit is kind of a problem here. Maybe I should really deal with this one of these times. Let's see, let's jump up there. Okay. I'd prefer not to fight him on the left side because all those pits. If we can fight him on this right side here where we've got a nice little runway, run away from him, would be best. But you never know where he spawns, and might get unlucky. You never really have a chance to fight back if you really get unlucky with him. But this health regen seems to be doing work here with these boots. I get hit, I regenerate. Well, I only got hit for 3 from that slime though, so maybe it's not doing as much as I would hope. We can help. Running up to it, only 9 more slimes. Those purple slimes hit pretty hard, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, they hit pretty hard. But we're getting about 1 life every couple seconds. That's not bad. So while moving, we get extra life regen. I'll leave these on at least for a little bit, try and keep us alive. Should be able to progress pretty quickly if we can just get something done here. Oh, we did get a blue slime banner. Oh, we got a couple of those. Alright, so nothing special. I think we can turn those banners into slime though, which is nice. So if you really wanted to create like a boss arena for fighting certain enemies, you could put those up, but thanks to some of the things we've got, we can just add them. Oh, King Slime spawned. Oh, ow, ow, ouchies. Ouchie, ouchie. Okay, so there's the King Slime, of course. Doesn't have super massively good abilities, so we might be able to take him out pretty easily. We are going to have to run a heck of a far way, though, if we're actually going to take him on. And he can go through walls eventually, so... Yeah, he'll teleport right on top of you. Real pain in the butt. Really wish he hadn't done that. Probably should have. Okay, so if you get too far away from him, he will just teleport straight on top of you, and that's not great in our time, so we're going to kind of slow down, just slowly walk across here. Gonna get a little bit of life regen from that campfire. That was kind of a good placement for that. Maybe I should just throw campfires down all the way along here. We are taking him out, though. Let's see if we can use our magic. Now it's regen a little bit. Oh, we might just get him. If we can get him, that's going to be a huge boon to us. Oh, he's going to teleport. Oh, no, he's just shrinking a little bit. Okay. So we got to go up here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Come on. Come on. No. Yes. Got him. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was a little bit scary. We did manage to get him, though. We got our first treasure bag. And slime has stopped falling from the sky. So we're going to have to probably fight our way back past all the slimes, but we got our first treasure bag from expert mode. We got our first shadow diamond. So magic storage uses shadow diamonds to allow you to create some storage capabilities early on. And we will need a couple more if we're actually going to be able to do anything with them now. Let's see. So we're going to need a storage heart and some other things that I won't go in super depth right now because it's not super important. We don't have enough shadow hearts to make it worth it. But let's open our treasure bag. Ooh, we got a ninja hood, shirt, solidifier. We got the royal gel. This is pretty useful. Let's see, what can we make it into? Okay, so later on we can make it into some Fargo Wiltus stuff, but that's going to be way later on. For now, it makes slimes friendly, and that'll be somewhat useful for preventing slimes from murdering us instantly, plus it gives us a little bit of defense, which is kind of nice. Thanks to it being guarding. Let's see, the ninja stuff is about throwing, and it's really... I'm not really going to focus on throwing, and throwing's not super good for us. I don't think it really beats our Wolfram gear when it comes to damage, because we're focusing on magic. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Wolfram stuff for just a moment, but I'll throw the ninja stuff back into a chest, so I can potentially use it later. And then we got the solidifier, which can be used as a material. What can we turn that into? Special crafting point, okay. Special crafting point. That's something I haven't seen before in the Alchemist mod, so I think it functions as all these different crafting areas. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll probably use that later. Well, that was a relatively tough fight, but we got him down and got the boon of getting a shadow diamond early on. If we can get a couple more of those, we can get magic storage right away, which will make it so much easier to store stuff. Got tons of gel. We did get a King Slime mask. Let's throw that on just for the fun of it for a little bit. We'll taunt the slimes with our King Slime mask. I think those life regen boots really did help us there. They kind of kept us alive through some of those bigger hits. But it's hard to say what really kept us alive. Let's see. So we got our money in there. I guess we can throw down our solidifier just for the moment. We'll probably pick that up and replace it with something more useful later on, but we'll store all of our stuff. Okay, stuff stored. Throw in one extra thing there. The goggles, do I really need them for anything? Nope, can't really turn them into anything. They kind of look cool. Maybe I'll keep them just for the looks. Let's see, what about the rest of our stuff? Okay, we'll throw it in here. And I did say you could turn the banners into things. So we could turn them into a gel or a slime statue. That wouldn't be too bad. Could help us spawn some slimes. Since spawning enemies usually isn't super useful, but it can be if you use it to spawn like low-level enemies that you can then kill for like mana stars and things like that in boss fights. So that might be useful later on. The green slime banner, of course, just becomes slimes. I did have an iron skin potion. Huh. Was that just sitting in my inventory? I must be a numpty. Sometimes. Alright. So we've kind of done everything we can there. Let's head over to the jungle and see if we can get some more stuff from the jungle. If we can kind of delve into the jungle, we might be able to get some bee stuff, which I don't know if we'll be able to fight Queen Bee and defeat her right off the bat, but even just getting some minor stuff for the magic would be great. Gotta collect everything you can right now. So let's head over to the jungle and hopefully not die, but I get the feeling we might be taking an easy trip back. I think our summon, our little keen sun spirit staff, actually did some work there. It did a good amount of damage, I think. I'd have to look back over the tapes to see, but I think it was pretty good. We will focus a little bit more into the desert if we're able to get some bosses defeated, maybe get some better armor, but that'll take some time. Our big goal, of course, is dealing with the corruption. The corruption's the first kind of major step, which we already ruled out that it's not on the left side of the world, so it has to be on the right, behind the jungle, which is kind of unfortunate, because the corruption will eat the jungle as time goes on. Hopefully we'll be able to defeat everything in the mod packs before that happens, though. And oh, I should pull up our mod list, our boss list to see. Yep, we did defeat the King Slime, which is fantastic. So he's the second boss. The first one would be the Grand Thunderbird, which we died to earlier. But he had a lot of AoE attacks, which we weren't really prepared for at the time. Hopefully, next time we fight him, we'll be able to be a little bit more prepared. Maybe we'll prepare some fire arrows, maybe a fire arrow quiver even? I don't know. We'll think about that. Just getting the fire arrows alone would be a huge benefit, because every time we run out of magic, it's pretty detrimental to us. Maybe I should build those platforms as well, but that would take a lot of time. Especially because we don't really have any good tools to cut down wood with. Alright, so now we've got the royal gel equipped. Maybe those jungle slimes won't cause us too many problems, but we can see here soon. Gonna be keeping on top of things, trying to make sure I don't die right away, because the jungle's very dangerous early on. Just that piranha alone has 60 HP. That's a lot of HP for a fish. I get the feeling it'd probably do a lot of damage to me as well. I kind of wish I had a cloud in a bottle of some sort right now. Like a sandstorm in a bottle or something similar. That'd be really beneficial. Get that first set of double jumps. Jungle bats. Jungle slimes are right there, aren't they? Yeah. Ow. Well, we didn't take that much damage from that. That's good. Ooh, this jungle slime takes a lot of hits. A lot of hits. Okay. Those could be from Calamity, and it could be kind of trying to dissuade me from doing anything in the jungle right away. Calamity has kind of a set way it really wants you to do the progression, but I'm just trying to get as much stuff as I can as quickly as I can. Let's see. I can kind of see what's down here. My little staff allows me to light up the area a little bit too, which is kind of nice. One beneficial part about magic is we'll never be want for being able to see most of the time. We'll be able to throw some spells out and see where you're going. Unlike some of the other classes like Warrior and Ranger, which you probably won't be able to use that beneficial, but like, you know, light generation until much later. That's a healing potion. Not super useful. 23 life. Wow, he really took it out of me. I think this might be the way down here. Okay, we've got a way down here and into the jungle, but I kind of don't want to head directly down just yet. I would like to find the corruption first. Let's start digging our way through here. Am I not pushing the right thing? Thought it was. There we go. I was trying to activate Smart Cursor and I just must have been pushing space by accident. Me and my fat thumbs are never great. It's always difficult because I've got really big fingers and it's just a real pain in the butt trying to hit tiny keys sometimes. had to get a specific, like a larger keyboard. It's mechanical just because it's much easier for me to hit that way. Let's see. Do we want to use some rope to get up? Yeah, okay. I would like to get out of this hole first. And then we'll worry about coming back and going down into the jungle later. Just exploring the surface is my main goal here. At the tail end of this episode, we'll head into the jungle if we have time. We spent a little bit of time fighting King Slime, and that's kind of taken up some of the time. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get to the other side of the world and then come back to that. So we might have to hold that off, at least for a little bit. Using this water here is kind of nice because like bats can't get me right away. Neither can the slimes, I'd imagine. So that'll be kind of nice. I think the slimes, yeah, that's because we're wearing the royal slime gel, the slimes won't hit us. That's just overall beneficial. I guess I don't even need to worry about slimes hitting me. That'll prevent a lot of problems early on. Wow, that piranha hit me for 40 damage. That was rather impressive. I imagine these slimes probably hurt quite a lot without the royal slime gel. Interesting that I can still kill them even with that on, though. Oh well. Don't have to worry about them now. I can just melee them to death, and because we got the mandible claws, which is really fast, just destroy them pretty much instantly. Because they're right on top of us. So get out of the desert and go back. I mean, get out of the jungle and go back into another desert. Not the most helpful thing, but we will traverse it regardless because we're trying to find that corruption. And maybe the end of the world, at least for the moment. Then we'll come back to that jungle, see if we can't go deeper into the jungle. Thanks to the, whatever the hell the giant seahorses in the desert are called. We do have some problems trying to delve down there, at least for the moment. These things have way too much HP. Hopefully we won't run into too many of those later in the game and slow down our progress. I would really like a desert temple because we could get the double jump from the sandstorm like I was thinking. Oh, that procs off of falling damage too. I didn't know that. Good to note. Alright, so we did find the corruption. It's just outside the jungle by a little bit. Okay, we're going to try and cross it. Hopefully not die in the process. Won't be able to really do anything major unless we buy some explosives, which we don't really have on our person at the moment. Might be able to take on the Eater of Worlds, I don't know. If we were able to, that would be a huge benefit to us. But I think we might want to try the Eye of Cthulhu first. Just to be safe. I don't think I'm going to be able to cross this chasm here without building a little platform, so we'll do that. Don't want smart cursor on anymore. There we go. Oh. I hate when I do that. I fat thumb it over just a little bit, and now I'm just placing torches. Sometimes the controls work with you in Terraria, sometimes they don't. Oh, I'm hearing a worm. Chugging sound like a train, of course, is worms. Any type of worm makes a noise so they can alert you to their presence. Really, oh, he hit me real hard. Okay, so he hits for about 40 damage. That's not great. If I can avoid that, that'd be great. Okay, take him out. So he doesn't do he does a ton of damage, but he doesn't. It's kind of hard for him to hit me, unlike the desert ones, which those ones seem to turn on a dime. Maybe I'm just maybe I was just seeing things though, because they still hit really hard. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna have to build another platform, and then we're gonna have to put up a rope. Okay, this one we will add a couple more platforms just to make sure we can reach it. There we go. And then we will throw down a rope. Alright. Okay. Making our way through. Haven't seen any chests, which is kind of unfortunate. I was really hoping that I'd be able to see some chests. But I don't think I'm going to see any along here. I'm just face tanking all these spikes because, you know, they only do 1 damage and it's not really a super big thing. Oh, a chest. Good, good. Just what I was looking for. I need to get lots of resources. We did get a flute, and Thorium mod has a class called the Bard in it, which plays music. But that's... And they also give buffs, which is kind of nice, but it's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna kind of stay away from it for the moment. Let's see if we can't cross this water without drowning. Let's hope here. Come on, get up, get up, get out of the water. There we go. Nope. Don't get caught. Don't get hit by that. Eat our souls. Alright. Still progressing. Still making our way through. Probably won't be able to come back easily, so we'll probably have to mirror back, but still haven't seen anything majorly great for us. Kind of unfortunate. Another little alcove. So now we can go up and over to be able to get out of here. Alright, let's start doing that. It's going to be a little bit difficult with the eaters kind of coming after us, but might be able to finagle it. Oh, this tree is causing me problems. Oh dear. No, you get out. Oh, that's a lot of eaters. Okay, let's throw out the magic and hope that we can hold them back for the moment. Nope. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to, so let's throw out mandible claws. There we go. That dealt with them. Oh, we got a piece of ancient scale mail. If we get a couple more of those, that would be kind of beneficial. I'd have to swap away from magic, but for such a huge upgrade, that would be kind of worth it. It's a rather rare drop, I think, but I think that we might have gotten that because of the reduced grinding mod. Oh my god, there's just so many eaters trying to kill me. I'm gonna have to mandible up and hope that they aren't able to hit me. There we go. I think that mandible's gonna be the decider on whether or not we come out of here alive. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ouchie. That one got a couple lucky hits in on me. Oh, a falling star. Did we fight all the way through the day and the night? I guess we did, because it's kind of night again. Huh. Man, that King Slime took a lot more time than I was thinking he would. I wonder if we fight him with the Royal Gel on, does that negate all damage? It probably doesn't. That would seem kind of silly, that he would give you the item that would negate all those. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. So with that death, and the losing of 1 gold, 39 silver, it's kind of as far as I can progress in the corruption for the moment. I really need some jumps if I'm going to be able to get across there with some ease. Which I did think we did see how we could craft like a sandstorm in a bottle with the, what was it, the desert feathers? How do we do that? I need actual feathers. Oh, okay. So we gotta build up if we're gonna be able to do that. Kind of a pain in the butt. Could potentially do it right now, though. Alright, well we might work towards that here soon. But I did say we would go over to the jungle, and that's kind of what I wanted to focus on. Let's quick stack back in. Got pretty far, kind of towards the right side of the world, which is good. Can I make anything good with the ebonwood? A coral slime staff, much higher level stuff. Nothing amazing, I don't think. Yeah, just some basic stuff, and you can just use it like wood, of course. Alright, so we're not going to worry about any of that just yet. Oh, we did get another chest, so we can throw another chest down. Let's throw that over here. We'll build onto this house if we start running out of space. We do have the maximum amount of NPCs, and we might be able to get some more NPCs. So it might be worth it for us to build onto this house, but I was thinking more of expanding towards the right and then filling up that hole, these holes here, so we could have like a more level playing field along here, and then build there. But that'll take time. We don't have. Gotta go to the jungle. Gotta go down into the jungle and then die repeatedly trying to find some stuff. Alright, so we're going to make one foray into the jungle because I have spent a lot of time fighting the king slime and all that. And next time we'll maybe try to head towards the right again. If that fails, we'll probably head back into the jungle to see if we can't find anything else. Oh, dear. God, I always seem to get the hiccups when I'm filming Terraria. It's such a pain in the butt. I should have looked to see if I had any more stars to make any more mana. That would really kind of greatly helped me. I always seem to run out. But if we can foray into the jungle, and even if I find just a health crystal or maybe an altar or something like that, that would be fantastic at this point. Might even get us towards finding some boot upgrades, which would be pretty great. I just realized I don't have my little dude out. Gotta have him out. Oh, falling star. I would go back for it, but it'd take too much time at this moment. We can always farm falling stars later on. I do plan on building, of course, a large base in the kind of the area I just outlined, and then a sky bridge at some point, which I will probably put some rails on, just so you can kind of cross the world easier, and then later on we'll do some other stuff. Maybe get crazy with some teleporters, who knows. But for now, we are in the jungle, and we are here to make some discoveries, hopefully, and hopefully not die to every other enemy down here. If we could get a grappling hook, that would also be pretty amazing, but I don't think we're going to be able to get one of those right off the bat. It's kind of a higher level item that you can find. Travel is so slow. If we had a set of Hermes boots, that would be pretty good. But even in the water, Hermes boots is pretty ineffective. Alright, so we're here, back in the jungle, to make our first foray down after being mauled by that one time by a jungle slime. Hopefully we won't die instantly to like a grabber or something. Oh. Oh, kill it. Kill the zombie. Okay. Alright, zombie dealt with. There's a chest right there, and a snatcher. Snatchers are real annoying enemies, especially here in the jungle. Come on. Come out here. Okay, got him. Got lots of gold from that. I may decide that... Alright, so I'm going to try and keep my trigger finger ready, so if we need to make a quick jump out of here, we can, so we can keep some of this gold at least a little bit. I'd like to preserve some of it, so we're not so lost. Ooh. That will actually give us the ability to, if we equip it, to collect vine ropes. But, rope's not super hard to come by, and I think we can even make a... Nope, can't make an infinite rope, but rope's not super hard to come by. I think we'll be okay with just the rope that we've got. Jungle bats. Get out of here, jungle bats. I don't want you. Heading down. There's another chest. Wow. Chests are right away. This must be where all the chests decided to spawn rather than being in the top of the world. Kinda convenient, I guess, in its own way, but also kinda not convenient. Because the jungle's not a very hospitable place, as we're seeing right here. Oh, that bat. Ouchie. Nothing majorly good there, just some potions. Oh, I should put the recall potions back in a chest or something. I don't need to carry those around with me. Oh, snatcher. These guys I'm pretty sure would hit very hard right now. There's another chest right there right away. Wow. It's kind of a beneficial thing to come over here right away. Come on, little summon. Get him. There we go. Got him down. If we could find a mana flower or something similar, that would be great as well. Nothing majorly good in that chest. Some bottles, I guess. I can always make those later. Ooh, strange bulb. I think those are a calamity enemy. Oh, there is a dungeon, like, house right there, which will hopefully have a chest. I don't want to deal with this bulb. Oh, nor that rock. Oh boy. Oh boy. A lot of bad things happening right here. Ouchie. Okay, let's jump over here so that strange bulb can't get to us. Let's pick up this angel statue just because we can, and we will rope back up. carefully into this little house to get what's ever in here. Oh, yes, perfect. A cloud in a bottle. Just what we needed. That is literally one of the best things we could have gotten our hands on. That just progressed us massively. We can now get through the corruption and traverse the world much, much easier. I'm just going to steal all these statues so we can decorate some stuff later. And I don't know how to deal with this bulb. I don't want it to come down here. I guess I can just kind of edge camp it here. Oh dear, it came down. It came down, and it does a lot of damage. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, we lost 9 gold. We might come back, try and get that real quick. Heck with it. Not going to worry about it right now. The jungle's kind of a scary place, but there's tons of chests there, which is fantastic. And now we have our first double jump. That is great. We can hopefully use it to great potential to get over a bunch of things. I would still like to have the shoe spikes, but I don't know if I want to take anything off just yet. I guess the tin buckler isn't super great. I could probably get rid of that for the moment. Mobility in this game does kind of outweigh defense. If you can not take a hit, that's always the best option. Alright, so we'll sell... I don't need... Pretty sure I have a couple zombie arms, so I'm going to toss that one. I could always get another one later on. I'm not going to sell my shield. I did have something that I said I was going to sell, and I don't remember what that was now. So the auto chest being stocked is one of the mods. It only activates in the morning, so that means we're at morning now. Gonna quick stack the nearby chests, and then I'm going to throw the rest of this stuff into a chest. I don't need that. I don't need this for now. We will be focusing on defense as time goes on, but defense is kind of a little bit secondary to being able to actually move around and traverse some of the terrains that we're dealing with. We only need one more chest to finish out our basement, which is kind of nice. Alright. But for now, let's deposit our gold so we don't lose it next time. We will explore more to the right of the world and maybe do another foray into the jungle, just one more, to see if we can't get some stuff before we try and tackle some of the corruption. Until then, though, goodbye.